are doing 3 different looks with the NYX Tetris palette. This is a giant palette, you guys. It's 80 pan artistry palette. So this is gigantic, 80 shades, and they have some, like, you know, with Tetris, they have some kind of marked out there. I didn't use that. I wanted to come up with my own looks. So we did do 3 different looks, and of course I'm wearing the first one right now. If you are new here, I always want to let you know we use all natural lighting on my channel. I want you guys to see my skin, of course, when we're doing foundation, and I want you to see the colors as they are. With lights and filters, it can really make the colors and eyeshadow palettes look different. So these colors are going to be exactly as you see them at home. If you follow along, I hope you enjoy. I hope I made this simple for you guys because this palette can be overwhelming. So I hope you guys enjoy. If you do, I hope you subscribe. If you haven't already, I'm gonna hush and we are going to get into the tutorials. I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do here for the first look, and I can totally see how this can be so overwhelming if you, I mean, I am experienced with eyeshadows, but if you're a beginner, this is going to be really hard for some people to put looks together because this is a lot, you guys. This is a lot. And the thing is, a lot of these colors resemble each other. Like, look at this one and this one. They're identical. Like, their undertone isn't even really different. This one's just a smidge darker than these two. Okay, I am first going to take this guy right here, which is a white. I have a flat brush, and I'm going to pack this on the lid. This isn't a super opaque white. It's just, it's okay. Now I'm gonna take this shade right here. It's a cooler tone shade. And I'm gonna put this in the crease. For this look, I'm gonna go more, I don't know, cool toned, but kind of a natural-ish look. I'm going to extend this out just a little bit. I'm not really rounding it. I'm just barely gonna pull it out. Now this shade is pretty. These are a bit dusty. If you try to tap off your brush too much, it kind of goes away. Like, you won't get the pigment, and we definitely want pigment, so don't tap off your brush as much. Now I'm gonna switch brushes. I'm gonna take a pencil brush, and we're gonna go in with this shade right here, which is a grayish shade. I'll probably lay it down first and then blend it out. I'm not gonna take it all the way to the inner corner, but almost. This shade, which with this type of brush, it's not blending as nicely as I would want it to. I'm kind of mapping out my crease here is what I'm doing. Don't worry, we will blend. Now I'm gonna go back in with the shade we had before and the brush we had before and just take it all over. We're gonna really blend this out now. I'm gonna take the cream shade here. Either one would do. Like I said, they are pretty much identical. Put that on the brow bone. Now I'm gonna take this shade. It's like, it's a silvery white. I don't want to take too much, but these shimmers that I have swatched, and I've only done 4 of them, but they are shimmers. They're not at all metallics. They're just straight shimmers. But for this look, that's kind of what I'm going for, that not super opaque look. Just kind of dispersing it. I think I'll have to lay the white back down though. I'm gonna take a liner brush and the black shade. I'm gonna line the eyes. I swear my right eye is always so much easier to line than my left. And I'm just barely winging it. I mean, barely. I don't even know if I would call that a wing. I mean, really, really slightly. The black worked really, really nicely, so I'm not complaining about that at all. Normally, I would put something on the outer corner, but I kind of like the way this looks on its own. I like kind of leaving that open kind of space there. I definitely had some fallout, so I'm gonna clean that up. And then I'm gonna go ahead, do the rest of the face, and we will be back to do the lower lash line. Okay guys, so the face is done. Let's go ahead and do the lower lash line. I've got like a really definer brush here. I'm gonna grab some of that grayish shade, and I'm gonna put this really tight on the lower lash. I don't want too much. I actually think I'm gonna leave it like that. I was going to put some of the other shade, but I like just the minimal definition down there, so I'm gonna leave it. Shocking. Let me throw some mascara on the lower lashes. This is our finished look. I threw on a red lip. I don't know why. I just decided that I wanted to be a little extra. So I threw on a red lip. This is our first look. I actually really do love the way this one turned out. I'm really surprised with the grayish taupey shade because I put it on, and a lot of times when you blend over something like that, it can tend to really blend away. This one did not. It stayed very pigmented, and I loved that. I love this look. I threw on some Eylure 117 lashes. This is what we've got. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and let's go ahead and get into the second look. Okay guys, I have concealer on my eyelids. I'm just gonna take one of these shades, like this guy, to set it, or to set them, should I say. If I don't set the eyelids, I get very, very creasy, so they have to be. I have hooded eyes, especially my left eye. So setting is a necessity for me. All right, let's get into applying some actual eyeshadow. And a lot of these, yes, they are different, but they're very similar. Like you can kind of see there, like the one in the middle has a bit more copper to it, but they're pretty dang similar. All right, I still haven't decided, but we're gonna go in with some mattes and we'll go from there. So I'm gonna take this one right here, put this guy in the crease area, and then start blending it upward. Blends nicely, but I mean, it's kind of just a brown, so. But I like the tone of it. It's very pretty. All right, now I am going to take this guy right here. Oh my gosh, my rooster is on the porch. Alrighty, sorry about that. I'm gonna put this on the outer corner. This one's just okay. It's not blowing my socks off or anything. Now I'm going to grab some concealer and I'm going to cut the crease. We're gonna do a cut crease today. It's a long time since I did a cut crease, you guys. A long time. This is the one for me that can be tricky because it is hooded, more hooded than my other eye. Then I'm gonna grab another small shader brush and I'm gonna take this guy. I don't know what made me choose this one. Something different. And then we're gonna pat this right on top. I'm just gonna hop right over here and grab this matte and do the same thing I was doing with the eyelid there. We'll see how it looks. If we don't like it, we will just cover this bad boy up. And I'm gonna take this shade right here. Get some on the tip of the pencil brush and go right above where everything is meeting. Now I'm gonna take a blending brush and go back in with the first shade and blend everything out a bit more. I don't wanna blend that too much because the cut crease is, you know, supposed to be pretty defined there. but I want to blend it out somewhat anyway. Ooh, okay, I like that. Grabbed this one right here on my finger, and I went right over top of that matte shade, and then I even brought it in on the shimmer. Look was kind of, you know, blah, but now, okay, that is way better. All right, I am going to hop off of here. I have a ton of fallout, you guys. So I'm going to get the fallout, remove all of that, do the face, and then we will be back to do the lower lash. All right, guys, the face is done. Let's go ahead and do this lower lash line. If I can find a brush, that would be wonderful. All right, for the lower lash, I'm gonna take this brown right here. I'm gonna put that pretty tight on the lower lash. Run it about 3/4 of the way in. And I'm gonna take a little bit of this one, and I'm gonna highlight the inner corner with this one. And this is the finished look. I hope you guys like number 2. I really like the way this one turned out. It kind of got sideways there for a minute, but that one shade saved us. So this is the second look. I hope you guys enjoy it, and we are going to go ahead and get on to the third look. Third look. We are finally here, you guys. This has taken me a bit. I've done so many other videos, this, that. I have foundation on, and I have concealer on my eyelids, and I have set my lids, but I don't actually have concealer on my under eye. So I'm just gonna kind of go with this one. I don't really have anything planned out, so we're just gonna go with the flow. I'm gonna take this shade right here. We'll just kind of see where we end up. I don't really know. I'm gonna put this in the upper crease, like my crease. You know how with hooded eyes you can make a crease? That's kind of what we're doing here. And I have a super fluffy brush. We're just gonna kind of go from there, see what we get. I don't know exactly where we're going, but we'll end up somewhere. I know I loved the first look by far. A lot better than the second look. It took some time to get there. What I will say about this palette is there's a lot of shimmers, and I mean there are several mattes in here, but it's a big palette. You can kind of be overwhelmed. I get that. That's why I wanted to do this video to start with, because I am very familiar with eyeshadow, but this can even be overwhelming for me. They're all just so scattered. So hopefully these little tutorials do help. Now I want to use this shade. I've just been eyeballing it, so we're gonna go ahead and toss it in. It's a kind of mustardy shade. We'll see. And now I am putting this one in the actual crease, and then just slightly above. I'm not sure this mustardy shade goes great with that more peachy shade. That shade turned out even more peachy than I thought it would, but we'll see. I think I want to pull in a bit of this green. This is not a springy look at all, so we're just kind of going with it. Oh, that green is gorgeous, you guys. Wow. And I'm gonna drag that into the crease just a little bit. I think I'm actually gonna switch it up, and we're gonna do a halo eye, just because I like this green so much. I'm gonna put that on the inner corner, the same as I did the outer corner. And then I'm going to connect them, but we'll see if I keep that. I don't know if I will. A good bit of fallout on this side. That's okay. That's why I didn't put concealer on yet. I'm gonna take a little bit of this shade right here, this orangey one. I'm gonna go right above the green, right on the edge of the green, just so we have a sort of transition there. All right, you guys, I lied. I'm putting this matte white on there first, and then I think I'm gonna grab a light shimmer, and I want just a dusting of shimmer. This white is pretty decent though, I will say that. And if you wanted it to pop even more, you could grab some concealer and kind of cut that little area out and put the white over top of that, and it will literally pop even more. We're gonna take this guy right here. I'm gonna take just a little bit of it and stick it right in the center of that white. I have to definitely wipe the fallout off. Good thing we did not do the face first. I think I've kind of learned that. These are soft, some of them are very chunky, so take that all into consideration. I'm gonna go wipe all this off. You can see it all. Finish up the rest of the face. We'll be back for the lower lash line, so I will see you guys in a few. Okay, lovelies, this is what we have here. All I did was I ran a little bit of the green on the lower lash line. That was it. I wanted to kind of keep it simple, and I like it. I like the way this turned out. I have to say though, I love the way the cool toned eye first turned out. I love that. So I hope you guys enjoyed these 3 different looks. I'll try to edit it down to where these aren't so long, but I have to leave, you know, each step in there per se. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. This palette overall is okay. I think a lot of people are going to get the palette because it's Tetris. It's something we all love. So I think a lot of people will get it. Is it the best quality? No. Is it doable? Yes. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you do, I hope you subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And I hope to see you in my next one. Thank you so, so much for spending some time with me. And again, I hope to see you next time. Bye, guys.